Hi, my name is Niyogi. I'm the state climatologist for Indiana and an associate professor at the Department of Agronomy and Earth and Atmospheric and Planetary Sciences at Purdue University. I have been fascinated by this topic of climate science, climate change for a number of years now, and had the good fortune to be involved with a group of instructional researchers, both from the within classroom research community as well as those in the informal science community for the last number of years. And this workshop that we are trying to put together, and for which I really hope we will have a participation from a very diverse group, is sort of a culmination of many years of ideas that we have been hearing from people as to what are some of the differences between concepts that they hear in media, for instance, weather, climate variability, climate change. What are some of the drivers of these changes? What are some of the factors that are active? When you start hearing things that the next season is going to be warmer, when you start hearing things like even when it is going to be warm, it might snow more, what are some of the drivers? What are some of the aspects that we should be aware of? These concepts are not easy, yet they're important as we start looking at the whole syntax of issues associated with climate science, climate communication into a broader perspective. And I really appreciate the work that is being done by a host of educators across the nation, particularly in the Midwest, where we start seeing many of these factors having highly contradictory roles at times. Sometimes you might have warming followed by immediate cooling. Sometimes you might have a range of events that are causing changes that may at one point counter some of the discussions that are being presented at a national or a global scale. So how do we present this information has been one of the challenges that educators have come to us and said that they would like to know more background on. So this workshop, what we hope, will present to you some of these inner workings of the climate dynamics, some of the factors that we start looking at when we start looking at data, models, what do we mean by these models, what do we start looking at data sets, how do we start putting these factors together, and come up with a whole picture about what might be happening with the Earth's climate at any given time. What are some of the factors like El Nino, La Nina? What are these terms and how they're going to be affecting us? What do they mean in terms of the long-term changes that we are seeing in our patterns? How should businesses, how should regions start coping up, mitigating to some of these factors? And the point that not all change is bad. There are some of the things that we could actually be doing to adapt to these changes and make some positive decisions that can help us. All these factors we would really like to put together into this workshop, have members participate, get together, talk about their experiences, and come up with a curriculum or come up with some sort of a discussion template and some of the presentation material that can empower you in terms of putting this information together as you would like to your audience and help in whatever way you wish to communicate this complex science. I look forward to seeing you, and I look forward to interacting with you as we take on this very interesting topic together. Thank you.